Oh my gosh. Someone here, I just want to hug. Whoever you are, I just want to hug you and let you know that you are seen and that everything is changing. And I know you're trying to take it step by step and day by day, but like things are changing for the better. It is happening. It is happening now. I have such a beautiful channeled message for somebody that has been working through depression, fight or flight, survival mode, PTSD, trauma since childhood. I can't even get out the words, like my voice is cracking. You are seen and you are not going through this struggle alone. You deserve like a medal for the things that you have been enduring that you felt like you had to go through by yourself. And I'm here to tell you that you don't. And now you're going to start speaking up like never before. And I promise you, you will be rewarded tenfold for every time you speak up. You don't need to feel embarrassed, mortified, sad, because the universe is taking care of you. God is taking care of you. You will see that play out over and over and over again this week, no matter the situation, no matter the villain, no matter the people that you're dealing with. You will see that happen over and over and over again. So let's get into your message. Oh my gosh, like, y'all, you guys got me in tears. Okay, let me get it together. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Calling upon my angels, my ancestors, only of the highest white light, and Archangel Michael as I calibrate to the energy of this very special collective. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. And I say these things humbly in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Holy macaroni. And at the same time, we're about to have a brief interruption because I'm working on my day off. I don't know, y'all. I got family in and out. On top of that, I had to channel this message. Well, I channeled this message and I had to write it down and get it to you. So just bear with me. This interruption, who knows how long it'll last, but I'm loud. We'll be fine. You just went through the most overwhelming stress and trauma. For some of you guys, this was the last 2 years. For others of you, it was the last, I want to say 4, maybe the last 4 years that you've been going through this. You are done with having a hair-triggered alarm that goes off in your mind. Okay, you have a hair-triggered response to not say certain things, not stand up in certain ways because of what you've been through, because of what you've endured. So yeah, there's like these little bells and whistles that go off in your head anytime there's like an issue or a crisis. Not because you're not strong or that you're not capable, but because it reminds you of a similar situation or crisis from when you were small, or, you know, something that you're trying to overcome. You're done being exhausted and living a certain way, whether that's with your nervous system, living a certain way with depression, or fear of having to stand up for yourself, or like what people will say or what they'll do if you speak your mind, or how you'll be reprimanded. You are most likely someone that is chosen, an earth angel, someone that gets a lot of backlash every time you do speak your mind. Anytime you're favored, you are used to being excluded. You were used to people talking about you behind your back. And whatever overwhelming stress you went through in the last 2 to 4 years, you are officially flipping the switch of fight or flight. You are officially flipping the switch to the safety zone. You see your value and your gifts that you bring to the table. And you have many, say it with me, bestie, several. You guys have many gifts that you bring to the table. And now you're seeing the value that they hold. And you're not going to be scared to say whatever it is that you need to say. You are no longer, as of today, accepting anything less. You started speaking your mind today. That's why you clicked on this message. It is for you. you see the value in your different gifts and what you bring to the table, you will no longer ever, ever, ever not speak up, not accept. You will never accept anything less than what you deserve, even if it makes you uncomfortable, which it could have today. You could have had to get some things off of your chest. And one of the things that I channeled is you are going to be saying it with your whole chest. You are becoming a new person. You are done giving people leeway, an exit strategy, a way out, a way to take advantage. Because the more your boundaries are sky high, the less people will have audacity. Do you understand what I'm saying? So some people, they might learn the hard way. They test you. You kind of told them, don't do that. I wouldn't do that if I were you. And they tested it anyways. So they effed around and found out. They had audacity regardless of what you told them. But a lot of those people that like doing it the rough way, the hard way, that constantly get bucked off of trying to come at you sideways, their audacity is dwindling down to nothing. And then you have the whole rest of the people that you're dealing with, and your boundaries, though you could be uncomfortable saying what you want, saying what you need, voicing that because you were not able to do that as a child. You were not able to say like, hey, I don't feel safe. Hey, I don't like this. You could have had to make very important adult decisions as a child, which is incredibly unfair. But the better your boundaries, the less audacity they will have. That is what you are learning right now. No, I am not going to be an accomplice to how I get treated poorly. The better my boundaries are, the less audacity they will have to try me. Because you already have a lot of favor. So some people, even if you don't state what your boundaries are, they'll try it anyways. And they get knocked on their behind. They get bucked off this ride. You are now safekeeping yourself. Like you're in this gated castle. There's a moat. There's a dragon flying around. People cannot pass go. Not because the dragon, not because of the moat, but because you say no. And no is a full sentence. No is not up for negotiation. You understand how you need to safeguard your light, your gifts, your family, your loved ones, what you hold near and dear. So whoever I'm speaking to, your boundaries are changing. And you're seeing this play out in real time. You are being reborn from escaping, from numbing, from distracting yourself. When you're going through certain things, you might come to certain realizations. You have a high tolerance for pain, or you disassociate, or you distract yourself, or you numb yourself, or you pretend that it's not happening. Whatever that is, you are no longer scared of how you will be treated by others. You're going to say what you got to say, and you're going to say it with your whole chest. You're going to stand 10 toes down. And I promise you it will get easier. You will not let others use, misuse, or ride your coattails any damn where. Never again. You are flipping the safety switch. This safety switch says, back it up. I'm taking care of me. You don't like it. I don't care. Your feelings, your opinions are not my problem. So you are not letting people take advantage of you. You could have most likely gone through a lot of this childhood trauma, and you are slowing everything down to protect your nervous system. If you were dealing with a lot of depression, you were going through something traumatic where you just couldn't build hope if you tried, because of certain stresses that you were dealing with, and it was never ending. You went through something relentless. So relentless that the person that never gives up thought about giving up. And I've been there because the last 2 years for me were really stressful. I went through a lot financially, and it stressed me out so much that I overworked myself. I overexerted. And then I burned out. Then my health started suffering. And then so I was trying to put out that fire. So I had a whole 2-year fire of things being relentlessly I wanted to give up. And I'm not the type to give up. That's how tired I was. So a lot of that has to do with hyperarousal. Hyperarousal, your vagus nerve, your fight or flight. And so you've been working through things in stages. Some of you guys have been doing this without therapy. I am going to be sharing some key videos that will help explain some of the things that I channeled, and a video that I have shared before, which is about the vagus nerve and something that you can do to help reset it, something that you can do daily that is miraculous. Before I shared this vagus nerve video in the members only tab, I am going to share it in the regular community tab for all subscribers. I'm going to share this video again and another video about the switch that you're flipping and breaking it all down more in like medical terms, but I'm going to do my best. So you are becoming very aware of your body and any hyper arousal. You are in tune. Your body's like, well, we don't like that. That reminds us of this when we went through this, or when so-and-so did that to us, or when we didn't speak up. So now you're paying attention to any time your body is being tripped up or triggered. So you are going to be working through this hyper arousal. Hold on. Let me make sure I didn't put my notes out of place. Because something, is that right? Wait, hold on, guys. You are going to be grounding yourself because you're done being exhausted in this way. So something that you could do to ground yourself, you're making yourself aware of any dorsal vagal response, or when you're shutting down. I started to shut down from this stress. And then my body was doing the rest. My body was keeping the score. My body was like, oh, we're done. We've been done, but you keep pushing us. And I fried my nervous system like I haven't done in such a long time. I don't think I fried my nervous system that bad, like before, maybe in my addiction, but not like this. This was all me and the expectations that I was putting on myself and just putting everything in overdrive, and my body just wore down. My mind wore down. I became hopeless because I feel like I'm pretty efficient at putting out fires, and this fire I could not put out. So whatever you're going through, you are becoming aware of how you can overcome your dorsal vagal response, or when you shut down. What's making you shut down? Ways that you can do this is breathing, stretching, holding an object, exercise, even if it's simple. And this is to show your body physical movement. I can't even get out the word. Physical movement. Physical movement is the best thing for your body when you are depressed. Now, I haven't said this in a long time, but physical movement does what? Helps give you dopamine. Can't really be sad if you're giving yourself dopamine. And when you're working out, it doesn't even have to be working out. It could be low intensity. It could be shaking your hands. It could be stretching. It could be heavy breathing, intense breath work, taking a walk, grounding yourself. It could be holding an object, whatever it is. This is signaling something to your body like, hey, we are safe. We are okay. We are not giving up hope. We are flipping the safety switch for our nervous system. So physical movement is the best thing for your any type of depression or hyper arousal. So you can tell the body that you are safe and that you are capable. And I'm going to share a video, breaking all of this down. Like all the snot in my nose from crying. Anyways, TMI. You are safe and capable. That is what is signaling to the body, or what you're signaling to the body. So singing, laughing, resting, grieving, quick breathing, shaking your arms, hugging someone, hugging something, hugging an animal. Gentle movement. I think I said grieving. So you can return your body or nervous system to a state of safety. And I highly recommend a vagus nerve reset. So I'm going to share a video that will explain the dorsal vagal response and shutting down and what that kind of means. And the creator that I'm sharing is a therapist, a licensed therapist, and she shares a lot of different techniques and things that you can do to work through frying your nervous system, being depressed, being in fight or flight, trauma responses, being triggered. And with that, you can not only get a lot of information from her, you can also join her members only if you want to. If you're wanting a licensed therapist, if you're wanting more than the help that is offered on her channel. And then I will also share the vagus nerve reset. It is something that I do every time I'm stressed out. It helps your digestive system work as well. So if you feel like your digestive system is not working properly, your vagus nerve is that signal in the brain that signals to all of your other organs like, hey, we're doing fine, we're okay. And it signals to your digestive system to like work and do what it's supposed to do. When all of that is going haywire, when your stomach is out of alignment, or your nervous system is wrecked, or your vagus nerve is like wackadoodle off somewhere, this will help you not only clear brain fog, this will not only help your body relax, it will reset your nervous system. And as you progress doing this over time, it'll help you'll just see a major difference. It is like taking, trigger warning, this is like taking a Xanax, but like a little piece, like a little sliver, little whatever that you might need for your body. But you are learning that your body not only keeps the score, but that it is a walking, talking, breathing pharmacy. And so you're going to start solving a lot of these issues. Now, the other thing is you speaking. Not letting people even think that they can have the audacity to play with you because your boundaries are sky high. We talked about in yesterday's message, you could have known people a really long time. It doesn't matter how long you've known them. They will still try you because you are most likely an earth angel, or you're a chosen one, or maybe even a light worker. You are just someone of high value that people love to toy with. People want to make you a karmic chew toy, and God is saying, not today. Now you are in agreement. So you are no longer giving people leeway, and you're going to start just like slowly moving. This will help store dopamine in the body, and this type of dopamine from working out is more long-lasting. So, the other confirmations that I got for you guys, oh my gosh, I literally just got freaking lip gloss all over my desk. Hold on.
2,000 years later.
Like I said before, with your channeled message, you are going to be rewarded for speaking through betrayal, speaking through the pain, speaking through the trauma, things that you don't normally like to speak on, whether you feel embarrassed or mortified, like you're going to speak on these things. There is something cooking, okay? You believe it or not, or whether you know this or not, because this is, for some of you, this is hidden from you. There are not only things cooking right in front of you, there are things cooking behind the scenes. Believe it or not, you guys have things cooking behind the scenes. It is hidden from you. You are making progress and you are using your skills. This is going to be a period in your life where you're more proud of your skills and you are finally coming up out of this 2 to 5 year rut. Ugh. You went through sad news. I mean, you're going from certified sad news over and over and over again, the relentlessness of it, to signed, sealed, and delivered things being better. You really cleansing your space and who you let in it. For however long, 2 to 5 years, you kept getting messages of concern. So, example, the last 5 years, I've dealt with a lot of deaths, funerals, financial situations, family issues, going zero contact, my spiritual awakening, health issues, just a lot. And it was just hand over fist. I could not get air. I felt like I was drowning, and it was hard for me to ask for help. We are done doing that. We are asking for help. You guys went through different phases in your life where you dealt with people that really belittled you, made things harder for you, were ruthless, taking any measure to win, verbally talking to you crazy, lying, slandering, starting these smear campaigns, projection, psychological craziness. You went through people deceiving you, gaslighting, manipulating you, and so maybe that's why it was really hard for you to stand on business and say anything, because you thought, maybe these people are just like that. Well, we're never going to know if they're just like that or if they're worthy of being in our company unless they step up to the plate or they show us what they're made of. I have many examples of this today, and it is in regards to like work, but I had to address many things with work that I didn't want to address. I had to speak up, even though I have a lot of trauma in this department. And where I thought it was going to go all the way left because I put my boundaries up, I was actually rewarded for saying what I needed to say and making it very clear. There is a lot that you're cleansing in your life. The way that you stand up for yourself, the way that you forgive, the way that you apologize. Because you're going through this nervous system reset, it's giving you the clarity that you need. Think about that. You didn't have a certain amount of clarity because you were going through all of this stress. You remember? It was forever. It was going on forever and ever. You had people that were playing games with you, and now you're dealing with the aftermath of that. Like, okay, well, these new people, are they playing games? Because I don't want to go through that again, and I understand that. There is no honor among thieves. There is no honor among people that cannot be trusted. Corruption, criminals, robbery, extortion, scandal, fraud. Anybody coming up against you, it is foolish. It is stupid. They don't pull the strings. You do. They can no longer have influence on you. Because again, through this reset, you now see things clearly. You're like, I have boundaries. I will emotionally detach. If I have to, I'm uninterested. And you're just going to keep receiving gifts because of this. You are no longer taking people's verbal whatever. Okay? You are no longer letting people limit you, restrict you. You are no longer in this helpless mode. You are no longer aiding the villains in your life. So I'm seeing that you are supposed to have this really sweet life. So wherever you've been fixing things, and I'm seeing that you've been busy, okay? I'm talking to a very busy bee. It is okay to start over and over and over again. So I think one of the reasons that you're being rewarded is because you're telling yourself, I can say what I need to say. And if they don't give me the right answer, if we're not on the same page, if we're not on the same frequency, then it is what it is. I will start again. I try to collaborate with a lot of people, working online, and not in that way. Like behind the scenes, collaborate for like things that I need for my business. Not necessarily like collaborating with other influencers. Collaborating with other business owners is what I should say. And with that, sometimes it goes great and sometimes it doesn't go great. But I have to stand my ground with what I believe is right. And sometimes it's a good match, and sometimes it's not. But ever since I've been telling myself, like, it's okay if it does not work out. It's okay if they don't care or whatever, then we're not in alignment. God is bringing you heavenly matches. And there are even maybe one or two people that were in your life for a while, but you were very unsure of them. because of some trauma that you were working through. And I almost feel like devil energy was trying to keep you from powerful allies. Okay, there is somebody that you are going to be, what is the word? There's somebody that you're going to be collaborating with or pairing up with, teaming up with. That's what I want to say. There is somebody that you're going to be teaming up with where I really feel like you're going to show them a better way to do things. Not because you're trying, but someone in your life needs a lot more integrity. You are going to inspire that. A lot more honesty, a lot more vulnerability, and you are going to inspire that because you can see a lot of yourself in them. So you might be showing them like you don't have to degrade yourself. You don't have to downgrade yourself to bring in sales, to bring in people, to be successful. Okay, you don't have to scheme. You are bouncing back from adversity. God is bringing you your piece of the pie. I love this for you. This bounce back is going to be so epic because you are grounding yourself. You are energetically grounding yourself. Not pretending, not going through a phase. Like it's happening and it's becoming a part of your daily routine. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you do this in different ways. Or each and every one of you do it in different ways. This energy shift that you are going through. You are a mystical cat. You are in this mystical feline energy where you are very intuitive and you can ward off evil spirits. You are tapping into a fortune because you are standing up for yourself. I love this. Okay, let's get out. Oh, I forgot about these. There are some secrets being revealed. Maybe some people that you thought were for you. You're seeing, no, they're just going to betray me again. No, thank you. So maybe you were thinking about giving somebody a second chance. And it's just going to be very clear to you who you should give a second chance to and who you should not. Who is going to make it right and who is on the same old, same old. So we have grounding. You are really taking charge of your masculine energy. And instead of being in this toxic masculine energy where you're just doing, you're not asking for help, you're just like bulldozing over things, you are now stepping into this divine masculine energy. Okay? Where you are going to be loving yourself fearlessly. Tapping into your alchemy. Really loving yourself. And knowing that you have the wisdom and the resources. Ooh, I'm hearing you have the wisdom and the resources to back it. Maybe you recently prayed for help, and that's not something you would normally do. Maybe you prayed and said, God, I really need some help. Like with this or that, like, can you please help me? Well, your prayers are being answered. And whoever thought that, this is another like side message. Somebody thought that they had hidden things from you. And you could be revealing to them, actually, you didn't hide anything from me. I knew the whole time. I knew you were a liar. I knew you were a schemer. So let me tell you about yourself. And then you're going to walk away. Like, people are really going to know where they stand with you. You might be bumping into some people from the past, seeing that maybe they're healed. Maybe they're different now. And seeing that, no, their actions, no one's going to be able to dress things up in pretty words around you. It's not going to work. You are paying attention to actions. You are not giving people access to play on your timeline or to even think they can have audacity around you. Because when people are around your type of light, they immediately want to take advantage. They want to humble you. They want to knock you down a peg or five because they're not playing with a full deck. These people try to block you out. They don't want to see that you have a healing frequency, that you can heal and activate others in any setting, that people are very drawn to you. They don't like this light that you carry. And you mirror what their actual reality is and what they need to work on. So you are constantly around people that want to humble you and knock you down a peg or five. And this is why you are very, very private and why your boundaries are getting even higher. So one of my anthems for the channel is we vibrate high. Look at this. Healing frequency. Maintain your vibration. We vibrate high. High is heaven. We stay prayed up and strapped in every sense of the word. Our destiny is ours by birthright. Don't start none, won't be none. So you're going to be showing people right now, if you had never started anything, I wouldn't have to tell you about yourself. If you didn't think that all this time that you could burn me after all the time that I've known you, after all the things that you said you were going to be for me, and then you were just a whole liar, you are seeing what the actions say. And the actions say 99.9% of the time these people are full of shit. So somebody could be telling you that they're healed. They don't want to admit that they need help. People could be telling you that they're different now, but they're showing you that they're not. So really pay attention to people's actions right now, because it will tell you what time it really is. Okay, let's see what else we get for you. We have depressed, but in the reverse. All right, I had to pause the video to take care of something, but you being depressed is being reversed. And that is because you were working on your responses and clocking when your body feels some type of way. You're like, oh, no, 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 no. We are being reborn. The rebirth is here. So we're going to start taking better care of ourselves like we should have been doing a long time ago. And if you guys are like me, I'd be taking the scenic route all the time. I always have to learn the hard way to take care of myself better, because I was never taught to take care of myself. So I'm always effing around and finding out with that. So don't be doing what I'm doing. Though I'm in this rebirth shenanigans with you, and it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. You are making a comeback. You're like, doormat? Where? I am never going to be a doormat ever, ever again. You are not going to let people diss you. You are not going to let people talk to you crazy. You are calling people out. Not only that, directly. Okay? Passive aggressive? No. You're going to be like, hey, so-and-so, I need to talk to you. They might feel some type of way about that, but you don't care. Okay? You don't care. You are done being sad. You are done not saying what you need to say. This is all just making you feel better. You have like so many different recipes cooking for what's going to make you feel better. Now, when I paused the camera, I got confirmation that somebody from the past is coming in. Remember I said somebody from an unexpected blast from the past that you might be hopeful where it could start over, but just pay attention to their actions. Because something is showing you like they're still on that same old timeline, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Someone here could be getting married. Someone here could be getting married. Or you are realizing that you are a chosen one. You're here to enlighten others. You're here to be one of a kind. You're here to go against the grain. And you're not going to have a lot of friends. Or if you do have friends, you might not even like let them that close to you. But you are impressive. You are going to slay. Oh, this is beautiful. So those people that are down for whatever, that are rocking at a low vibration, because you're working on yourself and you're seeing that this energetic shift, me meditating, working with the elements, tapping into my magic, getting grounded, getting some type of physical activity, even if it's low intensity, doing the belly breathing. Okay, y'all know I don't like to be told what to do. So when my doctor says, belly breathe, I'm like, I'll do what I want. I do what I want. Well, I started listening. And now I do that, and it's just, it helps tell the body you're good. So don't be like me. Don't be stubborn. Okay? But yeah, you are about to be getting a lot of recognition. And as many people are going to be looking up to you as the star. but you are going to be keeping a barrier. So though you are grateful for the attention, the recognition, the success, the limelight, the spotlight, being popular, you're keeping a stage presence or a stage or a moat or some dragons between you and others. Because again, you are one of a kind. So yeah, like let's say you're gaining a lot of online fame. A ton of these people could be high vibrational. They could be for you. They could be besties. But because of your light, because of who you are, you can't have people that close for too long before they switch up on you. And we talked about that in the last 2 messages. You were slept on for a long time, bullied, disregarded, overlooked, finished last. And now people are like, wait, what? I should have access to them. And you are showing people, no, you cannot just have access to me. You're not necessarily dodging people, but you're showing them, like, I'm not a doormat. Because when people get close to you, they're like, oh, wow, they're so beautiful. Or they want to social climb, or they want to get to know the people around you. This is within human nature to sometimes do this. And I'm not saying that anybody that's watching this is doing this, but you know a lot of people like this that are social climbers, that are clout chasers, and they try to do this on the low, but you see through people. I am speaking to someone who sees through people's intentions. They try not to announce that they're a low-key hater. They try not to announce that they want your person or they want to put you in a third-party situation. So I'm getting 2 things. Someone here is getting married where they thought they would never get married. Somebody here is getting pregnant where they thought they would never get pregnant. Let me show you what I'm looking at. It's happening. And I said this in another message. Finding love again fell on the ground. This is hard to see that you're going to be finding love again. But when you find love again and you realize that you never really had that before, you start to want to do different things. Like you might be more interested in having children or being married where you had no interest to do that before because of the people that played with you. Okay, so I don't know, Spirit is just really, really proud of you for the changes that you're making, because these changes were not easy to make, and you're doing a lot of this at once. So just like you were going through all this relentlessness at once, now you're going through all of this change, and because you're seeing results, you're like, oh, I wasn't sad. I needed a nervous system reset. Oh, I wasn't sad. I needed to take better care of myself. I needed to breathe. I needed to love myself. So you are getting nudged right now to be unbothered, to be unapologetic about your unpopular opinion. So like today, in regards to work, I had to say some things to some people that I did not want to say, but I had to say it with my whole chest. Hey, so-and-so, we need to talk. This is not okay. This is not cool. And I'm sorry for my part. This is my part over here. What's your part? And I need an end date, a receipt, or confirmation that you're understanding what I'm saying. You think I like having to talk to people like that? Hell to the no. But don't at me. Don't at me. Unbothered, unapologetic, unpopular opinion, stand on that. You will be rewarded and you will feel better for it. So you're going to be consistent. And day by day, it's not going to feel like you're dragging something or pushing something up a hill. Ooh, Spirit is saying you're going to have a way of chilling out people that don't normally seem chill. People that don't normally say certain things. I don't know how to explain that. You're going to have a way of calming down people that are corrupt, Oop, look, we got power couple. Okay, so Spirit is saying some signs for when you find love again is you guys will be making money moves, whether together or separately. People will look at you guys as a power couple. You will make the most impressive bride or groom. You will be interested in marriage, and you will have children. Wow. Okay. There's somebody trashy that you just dealt with, and I don't like to use that word, but that's what's coming through. Somebody tried to show you, I'm a chosen one. A lot of people look up to me. You should be so lucky. You should count your lucky stars. You were dealing with a lot of pretenders, imposters that were trying to catch you in their web of deceit. They were trying to cast you into their net. And what they gave you was half-ass at best, because the other part of that was your spiritual protection. Okay, the first anthem I ever wrote for the channel is, we are divine. We are cosmic. We are mother effing intuitive. We stand in our truth and we grow daily. And every day that we create a better life, every day that we create legacy wealth, the devil comes to play. And we what? Say it with me, bestie. We only F with the light. We only F with the light. Devil energy wants you to think you need to be kind. Aren't you nice? And because you're kind or nice or sweet or empathic, that you should be willing to share all your knowledge, all your resources, all your connects, all your allies, just all of your information. I'm seeing 1111 on my timer. And you need to start enjoying these things in front of these Decepticons. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Not because you're flexing, but because you're working on your value. Hope that makes sense. Enjoying what you have, not trying to dim it in front of anybody, not trying to hide it. Let's say somebody, you find love again, and they propose. And they put a fat freaking rock on your hand. And you go out amongst all your haters and you hide that from them. Like, oh my gosh, they're going to clown on me. They're going to say it's fake. They're going to want to meet my person. They're just going to be in this relentless, parasitic, the spiritual pirates. You need to be willing to say, yeah, this is what I got going on. Being happy in that, but being unwilling to share the who, the what, the when. You don't need to dim yourself for what is going on in your life, but you don't need to give them anything either. You feel me? You don't need to give them anything either. And for whoever that is for, you'll know what I'm talking about. You have a lot of money showers coming in. We have encore. People are going to really like this new you. Let's put it this way. People already assume that you're high value. You might as well give it the stamp of approval. You might as well show people what that looks like. Because people already assume that you're this. And then when they find out that you're not, that you're people pleasing, or you're a people pleaser in recovery, or you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, then they're like, oh, guess what? I can run buckshot. I can run amok. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. So people are really going to like the way that you are maneuvering. Wow, the way that you are standing in your truth. Justice is coming through. So some of these people from the past that are coming in, it is to show you that your truth lives. Your truth matters. Not theirs, yours. So where before you maybe were like, oh, I don't know if I should share that with them or tell them this. Like, I don't know if I should do that. This is making you stronger. It might be unpopular. Oh, well, you're authentic. Okay? You're authentic. You don't have to go easy on them. For what? Okay, for what? They decided to shit where they eat. Not you. They decided to blow up this friendship, blow up this relationship, this partnership. And that is not your problem. The truth will live on. Their empty promises will be amplified. The way that they chose to sabotage will be amplified. They cannot hide from justice. You are proof that they cannot hide from justice. They cannot. So I see that you're going to be hitting the brakes with different people, so you can do an energy check-in. Okay. Everybody that's in your life that has access to you, you are doing an energy check-in with. You're basically saying, this is how I feel. Now you can go. They will tell you, and you will either be in alignment or not, and then you will have like written them off in your head, and you're like, okay, well, it's nice knowing you. You are being very honest about your motives and your feelings. This is healing you. This is making you stronger. This is making you ferocious. This is where the clap back has been buried. Your clap back, your has been buried because you're like, well, don't tell them that I'm mad at them. Well, I don't even want to deal with them right now. Well, I got all this other stuff going on and I got to figure this out. And I'm freaking traumatized. So just leave me alone. You are no longer easily bothered. You are going through a rebirth. And anything that easily bothers you, you're already the mad scientist. You got it underneath the microscope like, oh, easily bothered, triggered. Wait, what? Body's freaking out. Let me look at that. Let me look at that under this lens. Because I'm going to fix that right now. You are turning all the BS right side up. And wherever you felt like you were skating on thin ice, you are feeling supercharged. You are feeling better. Because again, when you are doing any type of activity, instead of disassociating, instead of shutting down, instead of just being depressed, being like, well, I freaking give up, you are signaling to your body by standing up. You are signaling to your body by moving around like, no, I'm still here, body, okay? I'm still here. And it matters what our brain or what we tell our body. If we tell our body, it's all going to shit, run, our body's going to be freaking the frick out. If we tell our body everything's good, I'm going to just do this little workout right here. I'm just going to lift a couple weights. I'm going to jump some rope. I'm going to do some sit-ups. I'm going to do some aerobics, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Those are all these little signals like, I'm still freaking here fighting. I'm not done. I am not done. I love this. This is also teaching you to be more in your body. So if you guys are like me and you suffer from CPTSD, you feel like you were set up to fail from the jump. Doesn't matter who it was in your life. Who said that they loved you? Who said that they cared about you? You felt like from the jump you were set up to fail. And because of that CPTSD, you felt like it was really hard to be in your own body, to experience joy, to experience pleasure, to stand in that. You are having to learn how to marinate in joy, in vulnerability, in your truth. You are having to learn how to be in your body and be okay with that. So things that could help is this breath work, being grounded, ice baths. But you're showing yourself like, this vessel was given to me by the divine, and I am going to honor it like no one ever did. I'm going to say that again. This is the vessel the divine gave me, and I'm going to honor it like no one ever did. I see you guys pampering yourself, even if it's you doing stuff for yourself. I love this. The other night, I didn't have a lot of time to like do some self-care, and it's something that I've been working on, is like doing more self-care by myself, with myself. I gave myself a pedicure at like 4 a.m. Was that a good idea? Probably not at 4 a.m, but I loved it. And I was like so proud of myself. I had like my little UV light and my little top coat going, and I had all my little tools and my drill, and I was like, this is awesome. I should have done that at regular schmegular hours, but it felt good to do that. For me, instead of having somebody else do it and being like, don't do that, and you know the way that you like things. So it could be one of two ways. It could be you going to get that service done and saying, hey, I like this, this, and that, and seeing if you're in alignment, or maybe just taking a break and doing it for yourself. Because this is signaling to the body, I'm still here. I still care. I'm still in it to win it. Affirm it below. I am still in it to win it. And so I recently just went through something very traumatizing. I haven't even talked to you guys about it yet, but I just went through something very, very, like, I can't even, it's very hard for me to speak about. And part of me felt mortified and embarrassed and helpless that I couldn't, like, figure out what to do. And then I started figuring it out. Like, okay, I can fix this. I can do this. And then I've got to address it with other people. And I'm still in the thick of it, like healing. But when I come up out of it, I will explain it to you guys. But showing my body like, hey, I'm still in it to win it. I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. I will have these hard conversations. I will take better care of myself. And you know now, pump the brakes. You are not set up to fail. You can turn this car around. You are in control. So you're getting ready to Control-Alt-Delete a lot of self-limiting beliefs. I'm going to say that again. You are Control-Alt-Deleting a lot of self-limiting beliefs. Whatever you were doing process of elimination, I don't know, like you're starting to see that there were certain things that weren't helping you and where you needed to calm it down, reassess, and now you're seeing what can really be trusted in your life. So you are cautiously optimistic at this time. And I'm excited for you guys. Like, this is amazing. This is such a beautiful message. It'll be easier for you to clock unrequited love. Because you're coming up out of this fog from resetting your nervous system. And I don't say that lightly. Like, oh, today's Tuesday and I reset my nervous system. No, it ain't like that. Okay? It's like how I explained in the channeled message. And I will share videos with that as well. But because your brain is now signaling to the digestive system and all the other body parts like, hey, we're okay. Everything's okay. And it's signaling back up to the brain like, hey, we're okay. This is giving you the clarity and the activation that you've been needing. And for it to not go away, you might need to do these exercises or these techniques, the breathing, the stretching, whatever it is, for a little while you're coming up out of this. Because it is clearing away so much fog so you don't sit in the hopelessness. So you will be able to clock a bait and switch, somebody that is a clout chaser, somebody that wants to ride your coattails, somebody that wants to take advantage. You will be able to clock those that are insincere. And you're not really letting a lot of people in anyways. Let's just say that. You're not letting a lot of people in anyways, but when you have to work with people, sometimes you do have to let people in. And you're really properly vetting with a clear mind, body, and soul. Should I let them in? And this is helping you also see what's not good for you. Physically, mentally, socially, food-wise, anything that you're ingesting. What has been a lie? What has been sugar-coated? Like, you're really intuitive. So if you're really intuitive and it can help others, imagine what that could do for you if you were really tuned into yourself. Okay, we have a friendship breakup. You guys could have gone through a friendship breakup or several. Somebody was sugarcoating something. You were hoping that they were resourceful. And maybe you're mad at yourself for oversharing something. But this is something that you're working on. Okay, maybe you overshared something with them and you're worried like, oh my gosh, what if it gets out? What if people know? What if this? I feel dumb. You don't need to feel dumb. You have caught people red-handed. Don't feel bad for standing on business. Justice is being served. All right, I'm going to pull out some tarot and see if we get anything else. Yeah. In these friendships, in these relationships, was this you? Did you feel like a burden? That was not for no reason. A lot of people, once they get to know you, they do that bait and switch. They switch up. They start making things hard for you. They don't want you walking anymore. They want you crawling. They think that's much better. And so you are swiftly coming in to take action to bring back peace, to restore order. You are no longer going to crawl for anyone. You are restoring order. This is big. This is really big. You just went through the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. The 3 of Swords. You are restoring order. Brick by brick, layer by layer. Like, hey, yeah, that was messed up. I didn't handle that so well. That's okay. I didn't know. Now I know better. So now I'm going to do better. So this is going to bring a lot of peace and harmony in your life so you can make different plans. Wow. Because there could have been some people that you were really hoping to build with. Like maybe you wanted to go into business. Maybe you wanted to put them on. Maybe you wanted to shout them out. Maybe there were certain things that you wanted to do for them. You wanted to combine forces, and then you were shown that like you can't do that with certain people because you are the powerhouse. So a lot of these things you'll have to do on your own because there's always a snake in the grass. Devil energy is always hard at work. Wow, the devil in reverse. You are breaking free of this ball and chain. You are breaking free of these shackles. You are protected. Though I know you are tired, you've been through a lot of Hunger Games. You've been through a lot of shenanigans. All of this humiliation was initiating you to the position that you belong to be in. And look, you have passed this test. You have passed this initiation. So again, some of the last couple of years could have been humiliating. Like, oh, I should have known that. Oh, nobody ever showed me, so I kind of didn't know. Those were all initiations into the life that you're supposed to be living. And something that you're doing is going to light up the sky. You have a lot of eyes on you because you are destined to light up the sky. So you're going to turn these evil eyes into lights. Because believe it or not, you're really good at changing people's perspective. This is a gift that you have. You are really good at changing people's perspective, especially people that have misjudged you. Doesn't mean you're going to like invite them over for tea, but you are really good at helping people see the where they're effing up. 10 of Cups. You guys. You will have a support system that you trust. That is what you are building right now. A support system that you trust. Family. There's family happiness being restored. Oh my gosh, you guys, the Star. People that screwed you over, they're kind of panicking. They're trying to outrun karma right now. The people that recently screwed you over. And now you're gaining your confidence back. So you're like, take your best shot. You are going to be shown where people are still petty. Things are going to be moving quickly for you. Okay, Holy Spirit, anything else? Tarot-wise. 6 of Wands. You guys. And it burns, 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 this ring of fire. You are the Phoenix rising. You guys, when I was little, and I always felt like an orphan when I was living with my dad because I didn't have any adult supervision for a long time, and I was malnourished. And I didn't have a lot of clothes, or any clothes. And this family took me in for a little while. And whenever I was with them, I was fed. I had something to wear. I was clean. They gave me this Pocahontas shirt. And I swear I would never wanted to take that shirt off. And it had sunflowers all over it. And every time I see this card, it reminds me of that shirt. Wow, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This has always been a part of you. This is what people see, even when you do not see it in yourself. Okay? This is what you see. I'm freaking tired. I'm tired of sleeping with one eye open. I got all these eyes on me. I'm so freaking tired. And you're like, oh, there's a feather. That's nice. Oh, bring me some luck. But no, you are going to light up the sky. You are getting your power back. You are surrounded by orbs, fairies. Whoa. I did not just drop all of those. And lights. And this is a new beginning in the love that you have for yourself and the love that you feel and the love that you exude. I'm just going to leave all of those there. Let's get a oracle message. Wow, this is really in depth. I'm glad I decided to work on my day off because this message was important. This message was really important. I love you guys so much. If you guys are on Patreon, you guys have some new messages. Realization, that's what fell underneath. It's like the keyhole and realization. You have the key. You realize what you need to do, how to make it better. And it's only inspiring you to have gratitude. It's only inspiring you to do more and more for yourself. Wow. Okay, Holy Spirit, anything else? You are working through scarcity. Thinking, I can't tell anybody. I'll just keep this to myself. Oh, there's not enough. Nobody will understand. You are working through scarcity. Creation. It's time for you to create the life that you deserve. And you're just going to take it one day at a time. Like, you refuse to be overwhelmed. I love this for you guys. You refuse to be overwhelmed. Okay, this is the last deck that I'm going to pull from. Holy Spirit, anything else that we need to know for the collective? The unread messages. This is going to be you guys. Yep, I know those messages are unread. Not feeling obligated to answer. Not feeling obligated to answer right away. And really reprioritizing what is important to you. Like, okay, I do need to take care of this. I need to take care of that. And the more that you do that, even when it's overwhelming, the more that you take care of yourself, the more you're telling your body, like, I got this. We're not giving up. We're going to take it easy. Mucho, take it easy. We have treat yourself. Your problem is you're too busy holding on to unworthiness. Then we have endless scrolling. You know, sometimes we easily get distracted, like, oh my gosh, all these messages. I don't want to read them right now. Oh my gosh, all these emails. Oh my gosh, work keeps calling. Oh, let me just mindlessly scroll. Like, trying to disassociate. You are no longer doing that. You are no longer holding on to scarcity or unworthiness. You are over it. Okay, Holy Spirit, can I have one more, please? Wow, we have the coffee. This is the best last card there could be. The surge. You are the surge, and now you are you're surging. You are, you know that feeling when like the coffee kicks in and you're like, rah, like, you know, the caffeine's like, it's doing what it's supposed to do. That is what you do. You are the powerhouse. There's going to be a lot of people looking up to you, being activated by you. So you're just really seeing the value that you hold. All right, you guys, all important links are in the description box. Thank you guys so much for your love, your beautiful comments, your donations, and your memberships. I will share the 2 videos that I mentioned earlier in the community tab. But again, you're becoming a new person and you're done giving people leeway. The better your boundaries, the less people will have the audacity to come and think that they can play in your timeline or in your sandbox. You are learning to ground yourself. You are overcoming certain responses or in ways that you shut down from overwhelming stress and trauma the last 2 to 4 years. You are done with the hair-triggered alarm system. You are learning how to switch on calm. So yeah, you are officially flipping the switch of fight or flight. You see your value in the different gifts that you bring to the table. You are no longer accepting anything less. Like, you're not letting people make you feel like a burden. You are being reborn. You are escaping from numbing or distracting yourself. You are no longer scared of how others will treat you. You will not let people misuse you, use you, or ride your coattails. And though a lot of you guys went through this since childhood, you're working through it. And physical movement of any kind is going to help a lot. It could be something so small like shaking, stretching, fixing your posture. Pay attention to your posture when you feel like the switch is trying to go the other way. You know, pay attention to what your body is doing. Are you slouching? Are you like, oh, let me just scroll. Let me just tune out. Let me just not be here. Let me just hide my phone. Let me turn everything off. I don't want to know. So, yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is rebirth. Rebirth. You just worked through a traumatic hangover. And justice is being served. So, I'm excited for you guys. This is your ring of fire. Everything is blooming for you. All right, you guys, let me know how this message helped you. Don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation. And yeah, just thank you guys for your love and support. You guys are the best. Oh, I want to shout out Shapila. I freaking love her channel. So you guys check her out if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Did I say all the things? Don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, duh. And I love you guys. Bye.